How do I do this without running into any guards? This seems ill-advised. Does it matter? Are they going to accost me? Hi, sir. No, doesn't even matter. Never mind. And I was right. This is Serval's workshop. Oh, for God's sake, I'd press spacebar as if I could jump.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
It's important. I'm a refuge. Refuge? I seek refuge. It's the radiator fixers. It's a big customer with bigger pockets.
I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you?
Hence why I'm asking for your sanctuary.
Act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
I think this dude over here has totally clocked me.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly?
Nothing.
They called a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
We did nothing.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Rania said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely?
It depends on what I'm about to say.
Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Cocolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refused to stand with her.
Okay, I didn't even remember that you were one of the architects, but can you please elaborate on standing with her?
I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are going to need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now.
Because there is no evidence.
I know Cocolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first.
Yeah, don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness.
Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
Indeed. Do you know Cocolia well? So what details have you been pondering?
Me? None. What Cocolia and the Architects get up to has nothing to do with me. My time is too precious for pondering.
Oh, Serval's great.
These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence.
I was just about to say, how can you afford this? But then from Gepard's voice lines, I believe you have family wealth.
If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Branya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me.
Here's a ladder.
You can trust me. I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people.
I'm a good
And I've
person.
got good intuition, by the way.
Well, you may as well tell the long and short of it from start to finish.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Bum Hong, I trust you more.
Try not to embellish the facts.
Telling Serval about your time in the underworld and what you know about the Stellaron and showing her Bronya's letter. Again, they've gone for a weird grammar choice.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Branya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Branya got you to find me.
You know where it is? Is it in the custody of your family? That'd be super cool.
When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research
Less
division,
exciting.
I was researching the Stellaron.
Oh, what? Shouldn't you have signed an NDA so that you can't disclose information on the Stellaron to anybody?
I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
And isn't this an oversight on Cocolia's part that she expelled Serval from the architects and allowed her to keep his knowledge? That seems real unsafe. It threatens everything she's fought for. Why did we have to move places? You could have told me there's 2 meters that way.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them.
But why?
Just my luck.
I don't know why.
Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned.
Yeah, well, hindsight's a bitch. But I want to know why. I thought it was to protect themselves in some way, shape, or form. But the way you've just phrased it, Serval, makes me think that they're trying to protect themselves from outsiders. But why? When have outsiders ever posed a threat to the people of Belobog?
Maybe I should be
Euro 6.
thanking Cocolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I'm surprised she didn't take a permanent measure. Is it because of your family? Your brother? How much do you know about Stellaron?
I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself.
Can you at least tell me where the bloody thing is?
Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly.
Oh gosh.
It was my research topic,
That's why you got
I'd
kicked
never
out.
even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations.
That is 100% why you got kicked out. But does that mean you have a vague idea where it is?
Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
Yeah, see, that would make me more likely to do stuff about that in the shadows. I wouldn't just give up and, run a shop and play music. I'd be plotting in the shadows to find out the truth. Do you know what Cocolia's end goal is?
Cocolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share.
She seems significantly older than you, but okay.
She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm... It was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation. And the real Cocolia has already vanished.
Look, that's been explored in lots of different media. I don't think that's the case here.
Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make
Yes.
such baffling decisions?
I think so.
Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
Indeed it would. Can we talk to Gepard?
Gepard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising.
Come on. I need him to have more screen time, Serval. We've met him once. Once! And it was brief. For a 5-star character, I expect a little more interaction.
For my brother, orders are more important than anything.
Well, that's just embarrassing.
Even if you stuck Branya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed.
That is thoroughly embarrassing.
You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Good luck. Do you know where the Stellaron is?
Yes.
Yes.
I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location.
Did you let Cocolia know?
According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
Is Cocolia protecting it with anybody, with guards? Is that what the true frontline is? Protecting the Stellaron and they don't even know it?
We must locate it
That'd be
as soon
cool
as
twist.
possible. Ideally before Cocolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Better yet, can you show us?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough.
As I said, can you just show me? I don't even know how the hell I'm getting out of the city. So, might need your help.
The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of fragmentum to deal with.
Swell. Silvermane Guard restricted zone?
Yes. That's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching fragmentum.
Ah. Okay, I get it.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
Because that's sure to not draw attention from others.
I fear we may not have the time.
Also true.
Hey, enough
It's a
pessimism.
race to beat
Back
Cocolia.
in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well.
They're not just going to let outsiders through, the ones that the city's looking for.
This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Ah, yes, please.
Really? Great. Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life.
True.
That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.
You say before I go do some side quests. What a troop we make. Uh-oh. Is that Gepard?
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today.
Gepard! You want to come join this troop?
Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him.
Is he really going to turn his own sister? Did
Gepard!
you find somewhere to hide?
It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
She is rubbish at lying.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Oh, yes. That's right.
She's so subtle.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
You don't normally use my full name.
What did she call you?
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
Oh my god, you didn't just call him Brosif.
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
But she needs to guide us. Hashtag priorities, Gepard.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Oh, I thought you were saying she had to go with you to look it up. You just brought it with you?
Sorry to trouble you.
Ah, that's fine.
Why are
Delays
you being
us.
so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
There's a curfew? Oh dear.
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will.
You can always trust Pela.
Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klepoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the 3 intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klepoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Indeed, that's all she would say.
Well, I was sure worried about her.
Oh
After
no.
she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
Is Seela gonna break away and try and get to Klepoth Fort? Not that she has any freaking clue where the place is.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Oh dear. Hi.
Wait!
You can't go that way.
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
You'd be able to smell it in the whole room. You know, that's how smell works.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Is there a problem with that?
Am not. How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
He's so polite. Why can't we
Hey,
include him?
Wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
Treason.
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Cocolia's methods haven't changed.
Ooh, do you see what she just did there? She's planted the seed of doubt, relying on her brother's trust in her and his experience seeing her position firsthand. So now, if the problem comes up later, he's already going to be churning through, even if subconsciously, the thoughts of, hey, maybe something iffy is going on here like it did with Serval.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian. But this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Payla in my next rehearsal.
Wait, Payla performs with you? What does she perform?
I will, if I have the time.
Which he won't.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.
Toolbox? No, Serval.
Phew, I nearly suffocated. What kind of plot device was that?
I almost lost my cool when he went for his flask.
This is bad. Bronya's in danger. We have to go save her.
No, we have to deal with the Stellaron.
Attempting to storm Klipoth Fort by ourselves? Forget it, Zila. I don't care how skilled you are, I'm not sending you on a suicide mission. Rest assured, Cocolia may have changed over the years, but she never hurt Bronya. I'm certain of that.
You sound like Bronya herself. I don't get it. You guys are against Cocolia, and yet in some ways, you seem to trust her completely.
I agree with Sila. It's very backhanded. What happens once we get our hands on the Stellaron? I was kind of thinking that the cold would like immediately recede and would start like getting, you know, grass pop out of everywhere. But then it occurred to me that probably doesn't make sense in terms of like gameplay and the mechanics of the snowy places and Belobog's entire literal setup. It's probably just going to stop it from getting colder. I don't know that it's going to improve anything, but that kind of sucks for the people who live here. Have I thought of a way to persuade Gepard? Is Gepard going to the Silvermane Guarded Restricted Zone?
Didn't you hear him? He said he needs to take care of a few matters in the city first. If we're fast enough, we can stay out of his way.
Brilliant.
Come on, let's go to the restricted zone. If we can get ahead of the curve and find the Stellaron, Cocolia will be out of options.
Is Bronya really safe?
You care about her, huh?
I don't know.
You must have become close friends.
Close is a bit much, but I made her a promise.
Relax. She's the strongest girl I've ever seen.
I can believe that.
I think I put Serval and Sila in my pocket. They're talking, but I don't see them. So it's still just the two of you? Okay, cool. No, I was just checking if I got any more, but I didn't. I probably should continue because I really want to, and I want to like progress this land. You know, actually get off this land and then come back and do all the side quests. But I would also seriously like to get out of here. Out of curiosity, are there any side quests? I was wondering if that little girl would have come back, but I don't see her anywhere. I don't see any side quests, so We are side quest free. There's probably some at Herder's joint. World unlocked. Rewards updated. Not today. I just want to get back to some Diablo. Is that a crime? Is that a crime? Back into Honkai Star Rail. Yes, there's been days, probably a whole week at this point, of no Honkai Star Rail. Not much I can do about that. Time does not grow on trees. I'm trying to get through Diablo 4, one, because I really am enjoying playing it, so it's what I would like to be playing and nothing else. But I'm also trying to get through it because at the time of recording, Final Fantasy comes out next week, and I need to finish Diablo before Final Fantasy comes out. Sorry, it's early in the morning, I can't articulate. It comes out. So I am trying to dedicate a lot of my time to Diablo. I was also ill 2 days this week. I was suffering from strange dizziness and I couldn't play games. So yeah, it has resulted in Honkai not being played for a while. And I want to feel apologetic, but like I really don't feel apologetic because I want to play something else. But anyway, here we are. We have Honkai. I want to hurry up and get through the plot of Euro 6, because the museum event is live, and I would like to get to that. So I will be ignoring all of this, and the messages I have there, which is hard because I really want to do them as I go along. But I would like to get through this Balabog plot so I can do the museum event. That's the plan. Whether it ends up working that way, I don't know, but that's the plan. So I don't think I have the opportunity to buy anything at this point. No, but I have I have a few passes. We all know I don't like doing things in batches of 10, so they go individually. I don't really want Silverwolf, I'm not gonna lie, but whatever. I think I've wanted every character except for her so far. Oh, another Dunhong. Nice. If we ever go back to him as a wind character, that's good at least. He's a character I would, consider going back to, so I don't mind that. I've got to say, I don't have the same excitement about warping now that I did at the beginning and that I do for Genshin. Just because it's proven that I can't get any of the characters I want, so I've lost all excitement for warping on this game. Look, Natasha, you have your own dream cone. Congratulations. And then I have 10 here. So at this point, we're just adding to the 300 tally. I don't know how far we are. We're not very far on this one. I've barely warped on this banner. Well, we got 5 to go. Okay, let's just smash through this. It's never going to be anything interesting. I don't possess luck, so let's just smash through those. Is that Bronya's? Bronya, congratulations, you have a light cone. Even though I don't have Bronya. I just got... Okay, we'll do this first. Dunhong, Eidolons. Yay, your second Eidolon, congratulations. I just got some... I wouldn't even know what they're called. Starlight from doing that, so I will just grab what we always go in batches. I'm always at 16 no matter what I do. I always end on 16. I don't know how to get another 4 so I can fix that number. Oh man, my OCD doesn't like that at all. Okay, that is the end of my trash warping. It didn't do anything stellar. As expected. So, unattainable idol. That is going to annoy me right there. I'm just going to do my best to ignore it. Go to the Silvermane Guard restricted zone with Serval. To be fair, I can read the messages and just not do anything about them. So we have Hook. 1, 2, 3. Are you the honorary member of the moles? What? 1, 2, 3? What? I'm Pitch Dark, Hook the Great. I buried Julie. Does she not understand punctuation? Stuff to message you. I'm not good at typing yet. It's so difficult. Right, I need your help. Come find me, and don't you ever tell that old witch, otherwise you are done for. Hook's treasure quest. Dr. Dig. Who the hell are you? Outsider. I finally got your contact. Your contact? Your contact details? Your contacts? I have something to tell you. Boss Scott has been talking every day. I don't remember this person. About how we need to... Or maybe I don't know this person. Try some business models. He's quite worked up about this. If you have time, can you chat with him? I'm telling you, you can make a ton of money. Who the heck are you? Who the heck is Scott? Hey, don't be like that. Boss Scott is the most powerful man in the underworld. And yet I don't know this person. Loads of people want to be his friend. Anyway, go talk to Boss Scott when you have time. I guarantee it's gonna be a good deal for you. Don't forget to patronize the club when you make your fortune. The club? Do you mean the fighting club? No idea. Alan, do you have some time? I really don't. I still haven't thanked you for helping me when we first met. Wait, what? Well, when he was injured during the attack? Shouldn't you be thanking Dan Hong? He was the one who found you. Both of you saved my life. I wouldn't have lasted much longer. Thank you for finding me and taking me somewhere safe. Do you have some time to come to the base zone? Can you mail it? I want to get face to face. It's more formal. I'll wait for you. Oh, it's his actual personal mission. Oh my god, my poor little quest inventory. I don't like it. Anyway, go to the main guard restricted zone with
have a
Serval.
look.
Hey, thank you. I'm good. I'm going to save Bronya. I think that's what we're doing anyway. Are we saving Bronya or are we going just to the front
Jacked up
zone?
security, all right. How the heck are we gonna sneak in? Serval,
Around?
we need one of those brainwaves.
Leave it to me. Stick close, guys, and don't get spotted.
I mean, the two guards have already spotted me. I don't know what you want me to do about that. Trick the guard and get into the restrict... Trick, huh? I'm going to assume Serval's doing the tricking.
This is a military base. Trespassers aren't allowed in.
Aren't you guys cold? It's actively snowing.
Wait, isn't that... Serval! Long time no see.
Well, if it isn't Franz. Long time no see. You still watching the entrance?
Well, you see, you haven't changed, Serval. Still nailing us to the wall. So, what brings you over here at this hour? And who are the guys behind you?
That's a good point, because we've got a massive entourage at this point. There are 5 of us total.
My brother
Well,
said the
4 entourage,
restricted
5
zone
people
energy
total.
lines were malfunctioning. Told me it was urgent. He doesn't trust those contracted maintenance workers, so he got me in for free. These guys are my assistants. We need to overhaul all the installations here.
I didn't hear anything about the energy lines malfunctioning.
I was gonna say, but we don't look like assistants. But then she doesn't look like a mechanic, so fair enough.
Oh, please. This is a technology division issue. Why would they tell you guys? Come on, let us in already. If the heating system goes down in the middle of the night, are you gonna be responsible for all the frozen corpses?
It's blatant manipulation, Franz. Don't fall for it.
No, that's not something I could handle. Seeing as you're Captain Gepard's sister, it should be fine.
I don't think
Okay,
it will be.
here are some temporary
You just lost your job,
passes.
Franz.
Oh, and remember to give them back to me when you leave.
You just lost your job, buddy. I hope you don't have a starving family to feed.
Thanks, Franz. I'll put in a good word for you with my brother and get him to promote you.
Wow.
No,
Nepotism.
Captain Gepard hates all that under the table
Yeah,
stuff.
I would have thought so.
I'd have a better chance if you don't mention me at all.
Very true. Now, is this Gepard up ahead? No, he's just got a similar shield. Okay. Bye. Like, how do you carry that monstrosity? It just looks heavy. Never mind the sword, just the shield. God, your helmet is just disgusting, sir. Have fun with that.
See? That was easy.
Franz is so getting
You're
fired.
Gepard's sister, all right.
I don't want people to see me that way.
Oh, sorry, I didn't
You see
realize
that
we were going into a
mechanical gear
cutscene.
bridge? When you cross over to the other side, you arrive at hell on Earth.
Lovely. So what exactly is on the other side, and what's this hell like exactly? Do I get to ask all these questions?
An endless fragmentum, a few exhausted Silvermane guards, and the stench of death in the air. If we want to progress further north, we will need to cross that hell. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Exactly. We've got nowhere left to retreat.
Literally, because we can't leave this planet without destroying the Celeron.
Let's go then. First, we need to think of a way to get to the other side. I helped
Fight.
set the underlying mechanisms for this type of gear bridge. It's controlled via different terminals in combination.
Well, there's one over there.
Let's
and
go
one over
find
there.
them.
I see 2.
Is Gepard on frontline duty a lot?
Yes, but what made you ask that all of a sudden?
It's so dangerous. Don't you worry about him?
You'll be fine.
He's a Landau.
Boop. Or not.
Nope. This terminal's offline. We can't
So what's the plan?
look for another. Every platform linked to the gear
guess we're
bridge
going
should
there.
have a similar terminal.
I never would have guessed that Gepard and you were brother and sister.
Oh, it's one of
I
those
can't
things.
say I blame you. We're nothing alike in personality or interests.
Okay,
In our
joking. I didn't mean to stop you. Sorry, I just want my Stellar Jade.
Only we have a strong military tradition going back generations.
Wait. Yeah, no, I get it. All right.
Many a Landau has died in their prime. There's not a lot of brother and sister time. Everyone just does their best to get on with their life.
That's so sad. Hello.